have to say my favorite part of Shanghai was how friendly the cats were. At least, this one was pretty nice. But let's start at the beginning. Yin Xuan offered a fond farewell in the form of expertly tossed noodles. That meal served as excellent fuel as we flew from this smart city nestled in the folds of the Gobi Desert, across China's vast mountain ranges, and finally to the seaside metropolis of Shanghai. Out of all the cities I visited in China, this one felt the most Western. The copious glow of neon lights reminded me of New York City. Honestly, it felt somewhat comforting. I almost felt like I was back in the United States, and I slept pretty well the first day we arrived. The next morning, I decided to do a little bit of exploring. Our temporary residence in Shanghai, the Okura Garden Hotel, sat next to a fairly sizable park. Located farther south than Yinchuan and Beijing, Shanghai's temperatures were in the mid-60s, meaning there was no problem with freezing water. It looked like I would finally have a chance to look at some water under the microscope. Too bad there wasn't much to see. As far as organisms go, this water seemed fairly clean aside from the little bit of algae that was growing. Disappointed, I turned elsewhere for entertainment, spying this stray cat slinking through the bushes. This deceptively cute urban tiger may have been on the hunt for unwary prey like this bird. A life and death struggle playing out in this busy city metropolis, filled with countless human beings going about their daily lives, walking in the shadows of massive megastructures. By the way, this is the Oriental Pearl Tower, which we fortunately got to tour. It's one of the city's iconic structures that gives a sweeping view of the surrounding urban landscape. Somewhere in that glittering concrete jungle, I found this cute stray cat. For some reason, it allowed me to pet it, and I don't seem to have gotten any parasites, so I think we both came out ahead. As if things weren't good enough already, after I was done petting that cat, I spotted a nearby source of water. Of course, I took a look under the microscope where I encountered some paramecia swimming through an underwater algae forest. I'm fairly certain I'm enjoying this more than anyone else watching this video. So for those of you who have sat through this, sorry, and well, here's another look at that cute cat. That's about it for this video and for my time in China. For those of you who have stuck through these 3 videos, as well as those I went with on the trip who had to deal with my crazy non-sequitur conversations, thanks a lot for sticking around. I hope you have a moderately happy 2019, and if it helps at all, you can check out more of my work on my various social media platforms to help cheer up your day. I'm showing it on the video screen, and I've also linked to it below this video. I'd like to thank CUSEF for facilitating this trip, and to our hosts in Beijing, Yinchuan, and Shanghai. Thanks a lot. Xie xie. Alright, I've gotta go, and I'm sure you guys do too. I'll see you next week.